Hello, chat.
Yippee. Hello, chat.
Hi, chat.
It's the title of the video is Dong Dong.
Dong dong.
We're going right. We're getting right into it.
Yippee!
Is
It's just
Oh yeah, we're in the trash compartment.
we're in the trash chute. It's a rocket in a tank. Better not think too much about what I'm seeing down here.
I remember the rocket, mainly because I just watched the video.
I don't. Which one's the tank from?
Is that an airplane? Something like that lined up in the school's garbage pit. Hmm? I don't know. Rattle, rattle. It's locked. Rattle, rattle. No matter how many times I pushed or pulled or kicked at it, it wouldn't budge. Getting out of here isn't going to be that easy. Oh, I'm not getting out of here anytime soon. Might as well take a nap. As I had to look around for some food.
I mean, good survival instincts, honestly. Trapped in an area, first thing to do is try to find a way to sustain yourself.
There's plenty of food here, but it's all rotten. But that was pointless too.
Robbie?
Next I searched for the water.
No, Robbie.
How could I be sure which liquids I could drink? And which ones are all around bad idea? Ah, again, pointless. I feel like I'm blocked on all sides.
Cause you are.
But there's still not enough reason to give up. Because I'm the anime protagonist.
Because
As long as I'm alive, I will never give up.
if I die now, who will remember Sayaka?
Sayaka.
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 After making that proud declaration, the next thing I decided to do was kill myself.
Masturbate.
Go to sleep.
Oh.
My sleep was deep and uninterrupted. That was my only way to preserve a little strength I had left after not being able to eat or drink. Kyoko drops down Makoto. It's been 5 minutes.
Bro slept for a whole day?
And all I did was sleep and sleep. It was like I was waiting for some kind of sign to come falling from the sky. However, well, from the sky wasn't a sign not exactly. What the? A strange sound pierced my silent isolation, jarring me awake. As I watched a pile of garbage jostled and formed into an odd shape. Did something just fall down here?
Okay, isn't it just it's cut constantly?
What? Oh.
Talking and then it's like, yes, yeah, that is what I'm hearing.
Oh, I
Is
have.
that anyone else?
What?
Is it cutting out? Logan?
There's just no stream
A little
volume.
bit.
My Wi-Fi is shitting itself. It's me.
I'm the problem.
Why is it always doing this right as I start streaming? It's perfectly fine, and then as soon as I start streaming... Is it fine now? Hopefully. I carefully stretched my arm towards whatever was tumbled down from here, and then suddenly, Kyoko came out of nowhere.
Kyoko?
Chris?
We don't know who this is.
She literally said something.
It's literally Kyoko.
It's literally Kyoko.
Oh, I didn't hear because the stream volume is giant piece of trash. Rude.
Before she even emerged from the garbage pile, I knew who it was. She
Place
bit
smells awful.
Cup.
Kyoko!
Why are you surprised? You knew who it was.
You look like you're doing better than I expected.
But what are you doing down here?
So,
Isn't it obvious? I'm here to help you.
I'm glad to hear that, Kyoko. You got a bit of garbage in your hair. She gave her head a quick, sharp shake to get rid of the trash, then faced me again.
hey,
First, I have something for you.
Good job facing him.
Go ahead and eat it. We can talk once you're finished.
Thank you!
A single bottle of water and 2 buns.
I snatched the burnt water she was holding out to me. Within seconds, it was in my mouth and making its way towards my stomach. Woo, that really hit the spot. Now I've
You
got
can
all the
survive.
energy I need to keep going.
You can survive, what is it, 3 weeks without food? Bro should not be fucking starving like this.
I mean, I go a day without food. I'm pretty fucked up.
Yeah, but you're not like,
So you still haven't given up then?
Of course not. After all, the fact that I can keep going forward is all I'm good at.
Lol.
I probably completely
Well,
fucked
that's
that line.
I think you're good at.
No.
Let's leave, Kyoko. You have the key, right? But Kyoko, why'd you come to rescue me?
so,
Pay a debt, or no. Good tone.
A tone?
you.
During the trial, even though you knew I was lying, you didn't say anything.
So you knew that I knew?
Indeed.
no, it's not
Even
like
though
I
I
did
knew, I did nothing to help
tell
you.
I.
Abandoned you.
Don't say that. You didn't abandon me.
Yes, you did.
Oh, that's exactly what I did. I abandoned you in order to save my own life.
Yes.
You were trying to save me, and I couldn't bring myself to do the same for you.
However,
But listen, not that I'm trying to make excuses, but there was a reason that I had to survive, no matter what the cost.
Did you have to survive?
it's true.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you everything.
Get ready for
Yeah.
Kyoko lore.
Finally! Exposition! Lore! Yes!
The reason I have to survive
In other words,
is so that I can do what I came to this school to do.
Thank you.
And it's to
What?
kill the
realized-
mastermind, which is related to her.
I am on to come to Hope's Peak for one very important reason.
Bro's
And
stalling.
then, like, the game grumps say, like, yeah, and the important reason is very important, and it's like something shitty like that now.
No, he has some reason for coming to Hope's Peak.
indeed.
That's right. At least I did once.
It was very important. Do you know what? It was for a very important reason. Once.
The importance of this important reason could not be any more important.
Well, recently I'd forgotten what it was.
You forgot. But that's...
Well, clearly it didn't mean it wasn't that important then.
I don't care. We don't care about flashbacks. Is it really true you lost your memory?
Makoto.
You remember Makoto?
Yes, I remember my name.
Makoto? No, that name doesn't sound familiar.
Who's this Makoto
Do
guy?
you remember the first thing? Do you remember the first thing that happened to each of us as soon as we arrived at this school?
We stepped through the door. The first thing. You're talking about when we all fainted, right? We all fainted in unison. And I fainted, and when I woke up, I was trapped here.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation with myself. A disconnect.
It would seem.
What?
Thinking back on it now, at that point my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to this school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was.
But what made you forget all that?
Hey,
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient.
Are you saying you think you lost your memory because...
indeed.
I don't think. I'm positive it was the work of the mastermind. They stole my memory.
Yes.
Why
Yes,
would they want to
because-
do that?
Because if
There's only one reason I can come up with. Because of my purpose and my ability. Somehow they would interfere with the mastermind's plans.
because they're related, and if the mastermind couldn't bring themselves.
You mean the mastermind Mukuro Ikusama?
Mukuro, you Mukuro Ikusaba.
A Mukuro.
Murkro.
Ikusaba.
So the mastermind just stole them from you?
However,
And it could also be somehow my memories may be connected to the mystery of the school and the mastermind. That's why I have to get them back. That's why I've been investigating things by myself this whole time.
But if what you say is true, why didn't you ask the rest of us to help you?
why is that?
If I did that and we all worked as one, the mastermind would have noticed right away. Plus, there's always the chance the mastermind is actually one of us.
True.
Like,
True.
it's me, Makoto pulls out gun.
What?
I can't let you leave here alive.
Don't make too big a deal of it. It's just a possibility.
Oh, it's feigning ignorance this entire time. It's actually me, the mastermind.
Rips off mask to reveal a second mask.
No, rips off mask is Joker personified.
It is Joker personified.
But since it is a possibility, we can't ignore it, right?
The mastermind, one of us. If she believed that, then of course she couldn't trust anyone around her. But in which case, it only makes sense that she would look into her missing memory by herself.
However,
That being said, there was a limit to what I can do by myself, which is why I asked you to help me.
And why I got really pissed when you didn't help me that one time.
Yeah.
But why me?
Because among everyone, you were least likely to be the mastermind.
Yeah,
That was
because
just
you're
intuition.
too
but
plain.
You're too boring. You're
You're
also
too boring to be a mastermind.
you're also very obviously an anime protagonist.
You're also very dumb.
I see.
All
You're-
honesty, I would put Yasuhiro in that debate as well.
Your intuition was right though. There's no way an ordinary kid like me could have been the mastermind.
I understand.
Hi, Makoto.
Understand everything. My goal
Oh, that was like his dream sequence, wasn't it?
Yeah.
is to stay here.
And be the anime protagonist I've always dreamed of being. It's just like the dream I had before. But why did that just happen?
listen.
are you okay?
By the way, Chris, do you understand why we swapped Kyoko now?
Yeah, I see.
Oh yeah, it's nothing. It is nothing, right?
Hey,
Even now, I still trust you, you know. It's just, I'm not used to relying on others.
correct.
I know I never asked you for help the right way, so I understand if you're not convinced.
Honestly, I was convinced.
I'm
I
very
think
gullible.
that's just their
I'm
personality. I'm very fucking stupid.
I'm very stupid, Makoto.
I have to-
My name's Makoto, and I'm very stupid.
Oh yeah, you have to go through everything without doing the very important task.
You said you had a reason for doing all that investigating on your own. So how'd that turn out? Weren't you able to remember anything? By the way, I was talking to Christopher about this earlier, but I've made the Makoto scale. there's a lot of characters.
The Makoto scale?
There's a lot of characters in video games named Makoto, so I made a Makoto scale from 1 to
Uh-huh.
10. One being Makoto Naegi and 10 being Makoto Nijima. It's the Makoto scale.
I love the Makoto scale.
So
I think there's probably worse ones than Makoto Nayagi.
I'd be surprised.
You'd be surprised.
I think there's still a lot I don't remember, but at the very least, I was finally able to recall my purpose and my ability.
My purpose and my ability. I clicked the wrong button.
so
God damn it, Logan.
You mentioned your ability. My purpose and my ability was to be very vague in explaining what my purpose and my ability was. Oh, sorry, I skipped that.
I just want to say, back when
The
we
ultimate
first started,
detective.
wow,
Wow.
surprising.
Who would have
It's like-
guessed?
Dude, I don't even think we told Chris and Riley. They just said that she's the detective, and I'm like, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Very obvious.
It's so
insanely
glaringly obvious.
She's dressed like a detective.
She just had that like
The ultimate
She just had
detective?
that like police officer. She had that like police officer vibe about her to be like, I'm not going to tell you what my thing is. I'm suspicious of you. And I was like, that's a cop. She's a detective.
Legally, they have to tell you that she's
Anyway.
a cop,
True, true.
even though that's not
And
true.
the reason that's not true at all.
Yeah.
That's literally only in TV.
Yes. And the reason I came to Hope's
I,
Peak
kn-
was
I only know that because of Breaking Bad, a TV show that makes fun of that bit.
there was someone I had to find here in the school.
You had to find someone. Who?
so
Well, headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy.
Are you ready for the reveal? The headmaster! Why did you want to
I'm
find the
so ready.
headmaster?
Yes, I
father.
knew it! I knew it! I'm the smartest person alive.
What?
I fucking knew it. I knew it.
I like.
I knew it.
I liked that Makoto's shocked over every like little reveal that happens, but when Kyoko said she was the ultimate detective, he had no reaction.
Yeah, absolutely.
He
alright.
knew.
He knew.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, alright.
I was separated from him as a child. As it turns out, he became the headmaster of Hope's Peak.
Really?
Kyoko's dad is the Hope's Peak's headmaster? Then that explains when Alter Ego showed us how he thought the headmaster was involved.
I
Fucking
no matter.
fucking flashbacks.
Flashbacks!
My memory hadn't come back at that point, but when he said that, I felt strange. It makes perfect sense now, of course, since my whole purpose for coming here was to find him.
That makes sense.
However,
Hey Kyoko, before we continue this exposition, can we leave the fucking garbage dump?
Yeah, this place is kinda terrible, actually.
Makoto, I want to make this perfectly clear so there's no misunderstanding. I said the Haster.
The house.
I said the headmaster wasn't. Listen, brain. Shut up.
Sorry.
I will sober meet you.
The master head.
I don't think you can.
Master head.
I don't think you can. I don't think you have the power to do that.
It's
do.
the master head. It's like it's like master hand,
Here,
but
watch.
the head.
Cool.
You know what? I stand corrected.
Cool.
I said
Master head, but master hand, but the head.
Alright.
I only said what I felt
alright.
based on what I'd seen when I'd snuck into the headmaster's room.
Then what did you see in there?
so
The room had been ransacked, the shelves were a mess, the desk drawers dumped on the floor.
Really?
The only conclusion is that someone who didn't know where anything was had been there.
You mean the mastermind, right?
It's true.
That was my assumption, yes, and to confirm my suspicion, I decided to investigate the second floor of the dorms using the key I'd found.
Yeah.
But why here?
Because I also found this in the headmaster's room.
Is this some kind of map?
Indeed.
Layout of the entirety of Hope's Peak Academy.
Thank God. We've been needing that.
I found it in the headmaster's room along with Mukuro's profile and that key.
Mukuro Ikusama.
The
The map showed that
16th
the second
student.
floor was home to a number of dorm and home to a number of rooms meant for faculty use. Some of that staff must have had to stay overnight from time to time. And I figured the headmaster would have some kind of private room there. I assumed that if that was true, the room I would check would likely hold more clues, so I went in to check.
Correct.
And that's when I finally remembered. I remembered that my purpose was to find the owner of that room.
So you went there to see if the headmaster really did have a private room there?
However,
Once I got there, I noticed the second floor of the dorms didn't have any cameras or monitors.
So what was it like, that part of the school, I mean?
It's hard to describe. All I can say is,
Always hated it.
the moment I saw it, I realized. Whatever's going
Oh.
on in this school is more horrific than we ever imagined.
Sick.
What do you mean?
so
That just reminded me of that completely, like, rotting room that we found that we just completely
Oh, yeah.
ignored.
The corpse room?
The corpse room.
Yeah,
Like,
you-
what's going on
You
there?
just reminded me of that, yeah.
I
I
just want to
just
say
reminded of
this
that.
as well. You know what? I don't think Kyoko knows.
Hmm.
That this thing is being broadcasted.
Yeah, Kyoko doesn't know that.
Kyoko wasn't there, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's way worse than it sounds. Yeah, no, that's exactly what we mean. This is way worse than it is.
Are you gonna read the...
I can't
Chris?
explain it.
Okay.
Yeah, I was. We were discussing things. Sorry. I can't explain it. You need to see it for yourself. I'm sure you'll get your chance soon enough.
It sounds like it must be important. And really ominous. Can we fucking leave, please?
Please, please, I want to go.
Which is why I had no idea what was going on in the rest of the building.
It has to do with Mukuro Ikusaba, doesn't it? The 16th student hidden somewhere in the school.
The ultimate despair.
Just to be perfectly clear, I didn't kill her. And I know it wasn't you either.
I know you're right, but that just means everyone but you and me had an alibi, so then who did kill her?
anyway,
What can I say for sure is the mastermind is directly involved. Yeah, he set you two up. To begin with, the point of the class trial of Mukuro Ikusaba was to get me killed.
I don't necessarily think that. I think the point of the trial was to get either Kyoko or Makoto killed. Because they were the ones who
I
were...
was like,
It was either one of
Like
them
it was-
killed.
yes, it
Because...
was to set up the rule breakers.
Because... No, not necessarily. It's because everyone else was suspicious of Kyoko already. Like Byakuya
Yeah.
especially. So...
Byakuya just hates Kyoko.
Yakuya just hates everyone.
So
Don't-
Kyoko would not
don't
have
suck-
Kyoko would not have lasted long if Makoto died here. Get you killed?
indeed.
I stole that key and disappeared, and in retaliation, they wanted to draw me out and eliminate me.
Correct.
That was the point of the class trial.
It was?
The Mastermind knew they couldn't interfere directly.
You mean because of the school regulations?
That's right.
Exactly.
Fuck. Oh, I just spilled that everywhere. Christ.
In other words,
Oh, that's cold. Oh.
Mastermind is adamant about following the rules, and with that rule in place, they couldn't step in.
Riley's having a crisis right now.
I am. Oh,
Since they
Christ.
couldn't kill me themselves, they tried to use the class trial to do it.
The Mastermind
It's
couldn't
still-
step in
I
because
just-
of the rules?
I
That
just
makes it
spilled
sound
my Arnold
like-
Palmer all over myself.
Not the Arnold Palmer!
Not the Arnold Palmer.
The Mastermind themselves is somehow bound by those school regulations.
hey,
Yeah, because the mastermind is Byakuya.
Yeah, you are the
One other thing
father.
I'd like to point out.
No.
There's one other thing I'd like to
No
point
wonder
out
I
about the
hated you
murder
so
of
much.
Mukuro Ikusaba.
What's that?
Mukuro Ikusaba.
There's a point where Mukuro may not have become the victim. It could have been you, Makoto.
I could have become the victim!
indeed.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
You know when the guy tried to kill me?
Do you mean the night when the guy tried to kill me?
I
Can hear them, you know. Oh my god, she can hear your thoughts. Oh. The footsteps of the god of death.
What?
Shit, she can hear my thoughts.
I can hear the god of death as he moves.
She knows I'm into her.
That ability naturally draws me into cases just like this.
anyway.
Which is exactly what happened with you. I was in the dorms, and I had a sudden sense of dread. I looked down the stairwell and saw a white shadow cross the corridor.
Go.
I gave chase right away. As I followed it, I saw the shadow go into your room.
Correct.
I ran into your room, and I saw what was happening. I intervened immediately, of course.
Because I'm a badass.
However,
Because I'm sick and you're.
That wasn't the
I
end of
need you
things,
by my
though.
side, Makoto.
Yeah, Kyoko, this is all good and all, but can we really get out of the garbage chute?
Can we really leave?
Like it's really bad in here.
I stopped them, but that led to... Whoever the masked assailant was, they ended up dead.
Dead as a doornail. Bliss, 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 bliss. Too stressed to be blessed. Too blessed to be stressed. The other way around.
And their murder was disguised, and the dojo key wound up in my room. It all had to be the work of the mastermind, in an attempt to use the class trial to eliminate me.
So all this would mean that whoever killed Mukuro is also the mastermind, right?
indeed.
I don't have conclusive evidence, but that's what I think.
But that's really bad if it's true. It means the mastermind can kill whoever they want if they feel like it. Wait, doesn't that create another contradiction? 'Cause the mastermind wanted to use the class trial to try and kill you, because they couldn't interfere, right?
Correct.
Correct.
You're right, that is a contradiction. And it's not just Mukuro.
Mukuro Ikusaba.
They needed the class trial to kill me, but seemed ready to kill you in your room. Everything they did is a contradiction.
We love plot holes.
I love how they call it out themselves, though.
Yeah. So what does that all mean?
In other words,
Also, in the words of Scott Cawthon, it's not a plot hole. It's just a hole in your understanding.
True.
I guess.
That
It means that the mastermind is the one who's been cornered.
People have memed that to death because it's very obvious that Scott Cawthon has changed the story to his series 25 different times.
Who's that?
Nuh-uh, nuh-uh. It's one continuous timeline that makes
FNAF.
perfect sense. That's the
FNAF.
FNAF guy.
FNAF.
Okay.
Scott Cawthon's FNAF, yeah. Huh?
Just a little more. Or exposition. A little more, and I should be able to figure out the mastermind's identity.
I just watched a
Yippee.
video It's like it was a video called "How to and slash to not write a story," and it was about Toby Fox and Scott Cawthon,
Damn.
and how Toby Fox was really good at making a story, and then Scott Cawthon was god awful.
Nuh-uh. It's one continuous storyline that makes perfect sense.
Except it's not at all.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
The identity of the other ultimate despair.
What?
The other ultimate despair.
There's another one? Damn it.
There's no doubt that Mukuro is the ultimate despair and that she's dead.
Kusaba, 17th student.
Okay, we
Ultimate
can
despair.
stop.
16th
We can
student.
Stop.
What are you
The
doing?
17th student, the ultimate despair as well. Both of them.
The ultimate despair is just one person.
It's not.
If you think about it, the ultimate despair seems to implicate whoever caused that event.
You're talking about.
What happened a year ago. The biggest, most awful, tragic event in human history.
That sounds like something a 5-year-old would say. The tragedy. Whoever's responsible for that, they're the ultimate despair.
Despicable group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair.
That sounds like something. That sounds like something a toddler would say when he spills his Kool-Aid. It's the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Them there.
No mistake. They're the root of all evil that has forced us to go through this.
Money.
Lovely. Money?
Money.
Yeah, because money's the root of all evil.
That is the ultimate despair. And that is our real enemy.
But who, it's like
Jesus
the photo
Christ!
of-
Finally, you talk a lot.
God damn.
Let's finally get out of the fucking garbage disposal.
Bro just knows how to yap and nothing else. To be continued. Oh, lovely.
Well, yeah, no one died this time around.
What?
Yep.
Oh, okay, sorry.
It's the one from the opening.
Yeah, yeah, because that's what I thought that was immediately. You can continue.
Oh,
You can continue.
Riley.
You can continue.
Riley.
You can really continue at any time. You can really press the continue button. You can really, honestly, I'd be so in favor of just continuing the story right now and not staring at the screen.
Yes. The-
Yes, I wish to overwrite. Yes.
Oh yes, the music. The ultimate despair. The group of people who caused the tragedy 1 year ago. The same
Tragedy?
the tragedy. The same people.
Strategy.
The same people who put this killing game and began broadcasting it across the world. The most desperately awful group of people ever. That's the mastermind's true identity. Our enemy has finally been revealed. Hi Kyoko, can we finally get out of here now?
Except we haven't said their names, so we don't know who our enemy is.
But right now, we don't know who our enemy is. We actually just don't.
Right now, we have to get out of this horrible place, finally.
And I guarantee you guys won't be able to guess it.
Figuring out the rest of the story will come
I
after.
bet
It's
you're
failure.
sweet Bippy I can.
Okay,
It's
who is-
Sayaka!
It's Sayaka. She's been alive the whole time.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Makoto agrees with you. Can we finally leave yet?
Rattle, 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 rattle.
It's locked,
Rattle.
but we have a way to open this door. Open
Oh,
the fucking
yeah.
door, Kyoko.
Kyoko. That one thing.
Kyoko, can you tell that one thing? The secret tool you got from Monokuma?
Of course I do. It was an absolute vital part of ensnaring the mastermind. I never would part with it.
And you can open any door in the school, right?
That's right.
That's right.
Then we should be able to open that door, right? Let's fucking open it already. Why are we stalling? I fucking said this already.
Hurry the fuck up.
Let's find out.
God.
Jesus Christ. She put it in the keyhole and then...
I really like this image of Makoto just getting progressively more pissed. Come on, just unlock the door.
Unlock the fucking door already! It stinks in here!
No, open it open it already! The reason why I was in the school was a very important reason.
Open the door.
It was super
Finally!
very
Opening the
important.
door took like 7 minutes.
Finally!
God.
And now we can get... Let's go.
Thank God! We opened the door.
Because you did not quickly open that door.
Finally. Finally free. But there wasn't even a moment of time to take a breath of belief. Because the real fight had just begun. A ladder!
A ladder.
Ultimate death.
Chapter
Where,
6.
we're,
we're in the end game.
Yeah, no.
We're in the end game now.
Did you see that it immediately went to Deadly Life?
Yes.
After
I
leaving
did
the
not see
garbage
that.
pit,
That's crazy.
we found
Someone
ourselves
said
in
already?
a tunnel extending straight up like a chimney. There was a metal ladder leading up to the tunnel. We started climbing up the ladder, intent on reaching the surface. We love upskirt shots. The ladder was impossibly long, but I couldn't even see where it ended.
Gentleman going first.
We climbed into the darkness. The passage was so dark and cramped, I couldn't even see my own feet beneath me. I had no idea we were so far down.
Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you.
Yeah, I'll be careful.
I mean, I'm not the one in heels.
No, those. Yeah, I was about to say those heels are impressive. Like, oh my god.
But now that you said
It
that, I'm
must-
getting
it
kind of
must suck
nervous.
to put those on.
I'm gonna piss myself. Maybe talking will help keep my mind off of it.
Talk about trickle-down economics.
I'm still
Oh,
Kyoko.
the FNAF floor.
Let's talk about FNAF lore.
Don't.
You said you're the ultimate detective, right? So how long you been doing detective work?
How long?
The Bite of 87.
So it all
Since
starts
I
here
can
with
remember.
Purple Man.
So it all
Let's
starts
not.
with one man,
Let's not,
William
shall we?
Atkin,
Let's don't.
and his fared bear.
Let's don't. Let's don't.
See,
How about
the funny
no?
part is, I'm
not?
actually
Let's
making
no.
a reference to a bit.
He is making a reference, and I understand the reference.
Oh well, I get the
Well,
reference
I
too
don't
because
care.
I
Let's
get every
not.
reference ever.
You actually don't get the reference, and you need to watch
I
that
actually
video.
do get the reference.
You need to watch
You need
that
to watch
video.
the video.
You need to
I
watch
actually
that
do
video.
get
It's
the
a really
reference.
good
I
video.
actually do.
And we
Watch the video.
can't friend lock both
See,
of
I
them.
knew it was Friendlock. I get the reference. All right.
I said the thing
He
like
said the
5
line, by
minutes
the way.
ago, but we're too busy talking about FNAF.
That's very hostile.
come from
You sound
Logan.
very hostile there.
Gee, I wonder why. It's almost like Christopher doesn't like horror games.
FNAF lore.
But the
FNAF lore isn't horror. The lore isn't
FNAF
horror.
lore isn't lore.
FNAF lore
Use a
isn't good.
cardboard cutout.
Fair. Fair. FNAF lore is not
hilarious.
lore,
What do you
but
mean?
it's funny.
FNAF lore is hilarious.
It is
Just
hilarious.
isn't.
Okay, then read the line.
I will. I literally. Fine, whatever. I come from a long line of detective. Detective work is in my blood. There was a time when being a detective was considered a sacred duty. My family's always seen it that way.
So, is your family famous? Like William Afton?
Wrong.
Quite the opposite, actually.
Is your father William Afton?
Let's
Did he
not.
put us in the deadly game?
Even among actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us.
Huh, but how come? It's like your family tradition, right? So,
Right.
You make like
Because
those
we take
animatronics.
pride in
dude.
it. Because we take pride in it. I said the line.
pride.
Indeed.
What
Detective is neither light nor shadow.
flag do you have?
Good book.
We represent neither justice nor evil.
I get it. I got it. I got it. It took a
Absolute
bit.
truth.
I'm gonna assume bye.
We stand neutral
I'm
in
gonna
all things,
profile
and to
you
do
as
that, we
bi.
have to stand separate from the rest of society. Which is why we've made a conscious effort to conceal our existence.
A conscious effort.
It's true.
It's kind of old-fashioned. I can't say it's entirely rational.
Just like how William.
It's our family creed, and we do what we must to protect it. Because, like I said, it's our source of pride.
And Prejudice.
Pride.
It's a really good book.
So that explains. When I was looking up info, I never saw anything about her. Because she did it herself on purpose to protect the pride of her family.
However,
And yet, I gave up some of that pride.
Huh?
Just now.
In order to enter Hopespeak, I had to reveal myself to the school.
They've been climbing for a while.
I did it knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do.
They're not climbing. They're in the same spot. Like you see this lad.
They've actually just stopped to talk. That's hilarious. That's even funnier.
That's not actually what's happening, but it's funny. I like to
I
think.
just imagine they're teleporting up the ladder like this. They're not climbing. They're not like stopping.
Their animation is just broken.
Yeah,
No,
just
no,
lining
no. I like to think that the ladder isn't even this long. It's just Makoto remembering it wrong, and it's actually only like 10 feet.
Just no clipping up the ladder.
It's not actually going up. It's just sideways.
It's an
They're
escalator.
just crawling on the ground.
They're actually the.
Mayonnaise on an
I
escalator.
also like the idea of that, like you know how like the falling cutscene was pretty long. I like the idea that it was just Makoto thinking it was that long, and it actually only took like a second.
That is pretty funny.
Oh.
Hee-haw.
But the reason you gave up that pride, the reason you'd go so far to enter Hopespeak Academy, that's because you wanted to know how. That's because you wanted to reconnect with your dad, right? There's no shame in that.
No, I hate my dad. I hate my dad.
I've always wanted to go to Hopespeak Academy.
Yo, speaking.
Reconnect.
I hated him.
I absolutely had no desire to reconnect with my father.
In fact, I
Called
was gonna
it.
kill him. Because it is I, the mastermind.
Takes off mask.
Huh? He's a whore.
What's wrong with
He's
Fedora?
a whore.
Oh, that's me. But you'd be reuniting after all those years,
Yeah,
right?
that's not me.
You would have had so much to talk about.
wrong.
There's nothing I want to talk to my father about.
However,
How is Makoto this thick-skulled?
There is something I want to say to him, though.
I
For what it takes, I have to find and tell him face to face.
How much of a disappointment he is. What is it?
So,
I want to sever all ties with him.
Sever? Sephiroth?
Last time I saw him, I was still very young. So I don't remember myself, but apparently he was extremely intelligent. He was in line to become the next head of the Kirigiri family. He was talented, had a promising future.
Mhm.
I read the thing.
Logan?
Sorry, I was dying.
Oh, lovely.
Sneeze, snot everywhere.
however,
But he had no interest in detective work.
Jesus Christ, how long is this ladder?
So he cut himself off from the family. Not long after that, my mother died, and he simply ran away. He went to my grandfather, and they had a huge argument. As young as I was, he left me behind.
I'm sure there was a reason for that. Are you sure your dad wanted to take you with him? And man, we've been climbing for so long. Jesus Christ.
right.
If that's true, then I need to thank him. Thank him for leaving me. Because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do. I take pride in my family name.
Wow. She's so
Every last
aggressive.
part of me is happy that he didn't take me with him.
Wow.
I mean, she actually kind of is. Like, not even as a joke.
I throw away the pride of my
He's
family
kind
to
of the
tell him
best.
that I do not want to talk to my father, who has not reached out to me in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, this is kind of, if you really think about it.
Yeah, this
Because
is
as a pride of my family, I
It is kinda
cannot
petty.
connect with my father. No. Okay, I throw away the pride of my family to
yes.
connect with my father, who does not try to reconnect,
Who
not
hasn't made
reconnect
an
with my
active
dad's
effort.
to say I don't want to talk to him because of the pride of my family.
This is so fucking stupid.
Okay. Whatever.
Yeah, this game's kind of dumb. It's fine. Whatever. If I'd gone with him, I never would have had the chance to become a detective.
I was above Kyoko on the ladder, so I wasn't able to see her expression. So I couldn't tell. I couldn't see how she looked when she said that. What she might have been feeling.
He's like,
All I could tell is that this ladder is super fucking long. She was more talkative. And more emotional.
I
God, my legs!
Not blaming him, you know. He had his own life to live. That's what anyone in my position would say. Right? That's not true.
however,
There's one thing. One thing that I can never forgive.
And that is my father putting this large of a ladder here. Jesus Christ. Really?
so,
The way everyone else looked at me. I was never sad about being left behind. Like I said, I think it was a good thing.
however,
But when the rest of my family looked at me, they saw something different. They only saw me as the little girl that was abandoned by her father. That's how they see me, even to this day.
I
The shadow has been following me my entire life. I'm sick of it.
His shadow? Persona?
Persona!
I need him out of my life. I need to step out of his shadow.
Correct.
That's why I have to find him and tell him we're no longer family. In order to settle the past.
Plot twist, this is all a palace.
We're actually playing Persona this whole time.
We stop playing Dangan and we just start playing Persona 5 Royal.
Plot twist.
That would be a banger
In
idea.
order to remove him. That'd be a really funny idea.
Like just like if you have it like an actual stream of people and you have it set up so it's just on 2 monitors and then it's like it goes to a cut screen and then just go flashes to Persona 5.
Yeah, it would be really funny.
Fades to black, fades in on the opening cutscene of Persona 5 Royal. That'd be really funny. In order to remove him from my life forever, I need to kill him. I have no doubt that he forgot about me years ago.
Don't worry, he's already dead.
Yep. Wait.
But, your family, just to cut him out like that?
Wrong.
Our only connection is through blood, nothing more.
True.
Are we connected by heart and soul? No.
Hey,
It just isn't.
Is blood really enough to call someone family?
Only connected by blood, not by heart or soul. Man, this ladder is still going! I
Heart and
was,
Soul, that's a song.
I was so shocked to hear her
Heart
say
and
something
soul.
like that. I didn't expect how to respond, so instead, I said nothing. Finally, we're out!
Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
Good.
Oh, never mind, never mind, the ladder is still going.
God damn it. We've taken
And
so
after
much
I
time on
don't know
this.
how long, we finally reached the top.
This is probably why this
What time did
series
we?
has been...
What time did we start?
It's already been 50 minutes.
Yeah, we've already been streaming for 50 minutes and we've probably done like...
We've done literally nothing.
Looks like this is it.
On the other side of the door is Hope's Peak is awaiting for us. That seemed like a thing that he would say. Sorry.
We're back.
Me and Riley's just
Remember that hatch on the ground near the trash room?
Welcome to Yost.
I'm fairly certain that's where we'll come out.
Yeah, good.
Kyoko, you're a lesbian? I don't believe it. I unlocked it earlier, so it should open without much trouble.
Good come out, I got it. That's funny.
Thank you. I'm
No,
glad
no,
someone
no, she's
reacted.
bi. We already established this. Well, here goes nothing. We reached my hand up and pushed against the hatch.
No, she'd be demisexual. You have to
Kyoko,
earn it. You have to earn her love.
The hatch opened with ease, and so we're finally out. It looks like we're
Finally,
back.
oh,
oh,
I need to
gross.
take a shower.
It took fucking 53 minutes for us to get out of there. Jesus Christ. You just kept on yapping.
You
I can't believe how long that was. I'm exhausted.
She acknowledges it.
Go take a nap. Take a nap. See what happens.
Actively don't, because that would be a bad idea.
I can't exactly say we're safe and sound, but at least we're out of there. Now that we're back in Hope's Peak Academy. Kyoko, thank you. I never would have gotten out of there without you.
No thanks necessary, I was just returning the favor.
Now it's time to kill myself.
Oh my god, what?
So now what do we do? I'm glad you didn't die, of course, but if the mastermind finds out, I'm worried about you too. You helped me, so they might.
listen.
Don't worry.
I'm worried about you,
Yeah, of course.
Kyoko.
Let's just get a concrete answer. Oh my god, no.
Oh.
In other words,
Aw.
Let's ask Monokuma if there's a problem with you escaping.
Yeah,
Well, wait, that's...
However,
that'd be pretty funny.
It's only, if we try to hide, it's only a matter of time till we're found out. And it's not like we can run away. She
As-
has a point, but also
As she said
that's
that,
super
she pointed at the
scary.
nearby surveillance camera. She was saying rather than stressing out over getting caught, we should just give up now?
Don't worry, what you think is going to happen isn't. Because the mastermind is the one that's ensnared.
The mastermind is ensnared? You said something like that before, but what does it mean?
so
The mastermind stood exposed during the investigation into Mukuro's death. There was a moment the mastermind let the guard down.
There was?
right.
If we can talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. And it'll be better for us if we go to him directly before he tracks us down. That should help with our negotiations.
I'm still a little, super uneasy about this. But we don't really have a choice, do we?
Monokuma should be in the gym.
Shall we go?
Let's get going. Or you could scream and see what happens.
Monokuma! Fuck you!
Monokuma, you bastard!
Wait to see if we can do
Yeah.
podcast time.
You're a bitch!
Monokuma,
Monokuma!
you bastard!
Yes!
I'll take care of you within 20 minutes!
Would you like to try?
Monokuma! Suck my
Monokuma!
dick!
Monokuma, I'll take care of you within the next 3 to 5 business days! I have to gamble right now!
Gambling.
So you were talking about the gym leaders with Danganronpa characters, but I thought of a better idea. What would their dual
Yeah.
types be? Like if
They're
they were a
dual
Pokemon.
types. Okay.
Like obviously
Can we just put
Makoto.
Kyoko is Steel Ice.
Yeah, Makoto. But I was gonna say Kyoko is still ice. Makoto is obviously just pure normal. He doesn't get in a second type because he's stupid.
He does not get a second time.
Yasuhiro, Grass Psychic.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's
Sure,
psychic.
yeah.
Yeah.
One,
Um,
it looks like he smokes weed, and two, I'm just thinking of the lawnmower.
The
Mondo is fighting Dark.
Fighting Dark. Yep, that makes
No.
sense. That makes sense.
yeah, I guess. Yeah, sorry.
Celeste.
Fighting Dark,
Celeste
yeah.
is Ghost Dark.
Ghost Dark. Yeah.
Tina is Water Fairy.
Eh?
I'm thinking because she's very like upbeat. What would you do for that? That's not really like a water.
I wouldn't say
type
that's
thing.
fairy thing. Water normal?
I was gonna say either water normal or water flying because she's an airhead.
Yes,
Fair,
that
water
word.
flying is
That's
pretty good.
really funny. There you go.
Byakuya.
Soccer is
What
probably
was
what
that?
fighting rock.
What was that last present that looked like a pile of crack?
Yeah,
Yeah, it was.
'cause it was.
Byakuya is poison normal.
I like it because he's toxic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Kitoko is
Um,
poison bug.
Oh, wait.
I had it already.
You only do it once, guys. It's not as
Jesus
I only did
Christ.
it once.
Toko is poison bug
Poison
because she's a parasite.
bug.
Yeah, that's
True.
Chihiro
Um,
Electric.
Hero.
Electric
Chihiro.
steel? No, not steel.
Electric Fairy.
That works.
There you go.
Are you saying fairly purely because he's a crossdresser?
No,
Maybe.
because they seem very, not just upbeat, but very like innocent.
I think Fairy works for Chihiro.
And small.
And Breakable.
Unbreakable. We're on a string. It's the guy. It's the
Leon
boy.
is fire. Just,
Steel?
just fire.
No, Fire
Fire
Steel. I
fighting.
like Fire Steel because
Fire-
he plays
No,
baseball.
Fire
and
fighting.
He has steel
I'm
bat.
fighting.
Why Fire Fighting? He
Also,
doesn't do shit.
don't most baseball players use
Athleticism.
wooden bats?
Well, in Major Leagues, yeah.
It was like it's wood.
But
Maybe
at the entrance, they showed him with the metal bat.
Yeah, and then at the very beginning of the game, he has a metal bat.
Is Shofumi like a ground type?
Ifumi,
No,
No.
Hifu-
Is he like-
Hifumi's rock
Oh,
type.
Gross.
because he's always.
I like the
solid.
fact that he's a fairy type because that's funny to me.
No.
Sayaka is
He's like
psychic.
psychic. Psychic. No, not
Psychic
psychic dark.
Fucking ghost because she's fucking
She
dead.
does.
She's
She
fucking
literally
dead.
tries to betray you in the first arc.
Well, she
Psychic
doesn't
ghost
like.
because she's dead.
Oh yeah,
Because
I guess
she
she
died
does actually.
first.
Psychic dark. Psychic dark is an insane typing. Are there
Psychic
any
Dark
Psychic
is actually
types?
bad.
Hoopa Unbound is
Malamar.
Unbound.
Malamar.
Oh,
yeah.
Malamar. Yeah, that's why I think it. Because
I'm-
Malamar is kind of crazy.
I'm DMing you
I've
something,
lost.
Cooper.
Contrary, close combat goes crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm lucky.
But I'm lucky.
Well, okay. Just for this, Junko's fairy.
Junko
Fairy.
is definitely
Pure fairy.
Not pure fairy.
Definitely pure
fairy-
fairy.
Well, we're trying to do dual types.
The only one that doesn't get a dual type is
It's
Makoto.
Because he's normal. He's just a guy.
She'll get one later.
Fairy flying.
She'll
Fairy
get
flying.
one later. What is that? Fairy flying.
Yeah, because she's an airhead.
Not really.
Not really. She's just kind of pompous. I was trying to think like, what's like. I'm almost thinking like fairy grass for some reason. But I
Yeah,
have no
just
I have no
flowers.
reasoning. I have no reasoning behind that. That's just the vibe it gives.
Taka is the last one.
Taka.
Yelly
he's gonna
man.
be- Yelly man. He's gonna be normal rock.
I think I like Steel, but I'm better for him than Rock.
Okay, let's do steel.
Steel more than I like rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do normal steel.
That's an interesting
Did
type
we get
combination.
Sakura? Did we
Yeah.
do
Sakura? Yeah.
Yeah,
Thought we did.
I thought we did.
Fighting. What was
No.
it?
Yeah,
No,
you
no,
said,
we
someone
didn't
said
do
someone
Sakura.
said fighting Rock. I thought.
Because she's not just fighting; she's tough. Like
Yeah, she's also very tough. So yeah, rock.
The Makoto is pure normal,
Very treated this is.
and also has the lowest stats, worst stats in Sunkern.
And Truant.
Truant, slow start, and
Ruan,
defeatist all in
slow
one.
Start. Slow start or defeatist.
Did you hear?
And
Did,
Makoto wouldn't have defeatist.
did you hear what I said?
Makoto wouldn't have defeatist.
Did you hear what I said?
I just
it's
heard what you
just an
said.
ability
He
called.
he has his own ability that's Truant, slow start, and defeatist all in one, and it's called Huh.
Huh? This character, this character absolutely sucks.
Dude, the top Byakuya has like as good as gold, right? Like,
Yeah.
Oh, let's start talking about Pokemon abilities now for these guys.
Taka definitely has Rockhead.
Byakuya either has
Or
Byakuya
Justified.
either has good as gold
Tina,
or contrary.
Hina instantly has Swift Swim.
Yes.
Or
Swift Swim,
oblivious.
would that be like there should be a couple for that because it's not
Junko has cute
Swift
charm.
Swim, Oblivious.
Cute
Yeah,
charm.
Riley.
I
It's
like
Swift
Cute
Swim and
Charm. I like
Oblivious.
Cute Charm because
And Simple. It's all three of those. Right?
what?
Hmm?
For Hina, it's Swift Swim, Oblivious, and Simple.
I was thinking cheek pouch is a reference to food.
To
Nah.
the fact that she just eats.
Nah, there's a character in the second game that does more of that.
Okay.
Definitely. Cooper, you know who I'm talking about.
I think so. It's the bad one, right?
No, it's basically the Hina counterpart in that game.
Oh, it's the Hina counterpart. Okay. It's mine. Wait, both
Yes.
of them are mine. No, wait, no, they're not. I have not that one. You have that one. Okay,
Yeah.
they're mine.
We already have 2 planned out. Water!
Water! Mineral water! Woo! Yippee!
Let's see. What would Kyoko have? Foresight?
Um,
Foresight,
Yeah.
Frisk.
yeah.
We're
do it.
using all of them, guys. What are we gonna get?
Yeah. First time in stream history.
What are we gonna get, guys?
Series
Yeah.
history. Let's see what happens.
The first item that we
What? The hell is this?
What the fuck just happened?
What the fuck just happened? What? What just happened? What the hell just happened? Like actually, what was that?
I have no clue.
I should probably get going.
Har 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 har. Har 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 har.
Har. It's a TV. Monica.
You ready to talk a luck, Christopher?
It's fine. Definitely
talk
haven't
any
had a
time
long
last
ass
time.
day.
You didn't talk at all last time.
Yes, I did. I
You-
talked a bunch.
Barely.
Kyoko
Yeah.
was like a big part of that.
No,
trial.
Monokuma was a big part
This
of
was
that.
Monokuma.
Kyoko was
Not the
you
investigation.
no Kyoko wasn't in that investigation at all, Christopher. You were just talking as Monokuma.
It was only when we were
Okay,
in
give me a
the
sec.
elevator because remember Monokuma also died.
Explosion!
Anyway. Hey. Kyoko, I don't mind so much. And Makoto's supposed to be dead. What's he doing here?
I wonder.
That's exactly how I thought he'd react. Are we really gonna be okay?
You were supposed to be punished. Did Kyoko help you?
What?
So what if I did? What will you do?
We should just watch.
The guilty party is exposed during the class trial. They alone will be executed.
Yeah, she was just watching as Makoto kept putting coins in the machine.
You already have everything. What are you doing?
It's
I
unfortunate,
want
but that is
more.
the rule.
I want as many skulls as I could get.
Just that the trial is over and you failed the execution. So now I gotta punish you again, and this time I won't leave anything to chance.
Go Kyoko!
Do whatever you feel you have to.
What?
However,
Before you do, let me say just one thing.
now,
Your ratings will go down.
If you execute Makoto, that means you lose. Not that that matters to you, right?
Oh.
Hmm?
See, it's Byakuya.
Oh.
He doesn't want to lose.
I lose? You explain yourself. What do you mean by that?
because
Well, you set this latest class trial yourself, right? I was getting in your way, so you wanted an excuse to kill me. I was supposed to be chosen as the Blackened and then executed, right? Hey, what are you talking about?
However,
When Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down. The results of trial weren't at all what you were expecting. Because you never imagined that in that position, one person would protect another like that.
right.
And in response to that unexpected development,
Indeed.
you reacted by proclaiming Makoto was the Blackened and tried to execute him.
Him in quotation marks.
You made that choice out of desperation, no more than that. You must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well.
However,
I think
Silence.
it's the first time he's been speechless. That's impressive. But there was another unexpected development waiting for you. An entity that would throw a wrench, so to speak, in your precious execution machinery. Alter Ego.
Alter ego.
You never imagined the possibility of a being that could come to our aid even after you killed it.
am I wrong?
Now here's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't kill Mukuro, you did.
Listen to me.
Silence. So executing Makoto for it would surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much. If the Blackened is exposed, they alone will be executed. That's what you told us, right? And that means I lose? You talk a big game. You're saying the Blackened is me and not Makoto. And you can prove this, right?
Well,
No, I can't.
Great. Awesome.
Don't just say it like that.
What is this? A comedy routine? Don't make such bold claims without a shred of
that
evidence.
doesn't matter.
I don't have any right now, but with a little more time, I can guarantee I'll find some.
That's
Or are
right.
you scared?
Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there's only one absolute truth. And now you're trying to talk like some famous detective type.
Because
If Makoto really was the killer, he never would have come to you willingly like this.
Byakuya is the mastermind.
Mm-hmm.
The mastermind.
He's the nasty mind.
He would have feared for his life,
Mastermind.
feared for another execution. He would have tried to run and hide. You would have been gripped by despair you love so much to inspire.
however,
Here we are, confronting you with nothing but hope in our hearts.
It turns out Hifumi wasn't actually dead, and Hifumi was the mastermind the whole time.
Hithumi!
And that's supposed to be enough to convince me in the absence of evidence.
indeed.
It's not you I'm trying to convince. If you were to execute Makoto now, everyone out there watching this would be extremely displeased.
No, I wouldn't.
Huh?
Fucking kill him.
Do
it.
Do
You
it.
won't.
Do
I
it.
fucking hate
Imagine
this
what
guy.
everyone think would have killed Makoto. You would assume you killed him because what we said is exactly right.
Listen to me.
Despair can never kill hope.
Hey,
Yeah, kill me if you want.
Of course you can just say we're making this all up. You're welcome to prove us wrong.
Hey, Makoto, can you stop? I really want to die.
No. You have no choice but to prove it.
Kyoko.
Kyoko, please. Kyoko.
Because if you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence, you'll be accepting your own defeat.
You know how I said I would never give up? Yeah, I've changed my mind.
If you want to earn our despair fair and square,
I realized that life just wasn't worth living
I
anymore.
suggest you take my advice. So what is this advice of yours?
It's
Kill
true.
Makoto.
To do Mukuro's trial over again?
Mukuro.
Only this time, you follow the school regulations to ensure a fair
It's time
trial.
for one last showdown. One final battle between hope and despair. Hey,
Yo.
Yeah.
Well, that would make a proper climax, wouldn't you say?
Climax! A fair trial, one last showdown. In other words, this will be our chance to finally expose the true identity of the killer, the mastermind. We'll have the reason to the mastermind to accept the challenge. They'll probably just execute me.
Interesting. Very interesting. Ha ha ha.
Barry!
Oh, I was getting so bored. I decided to change things up a little. Time for some bear jokes. Now, what you're suggesting might be possible. It would certainly make for one honey of a climax.
in other words,
Does this mean you accept?
This is unbearable.
If we do things your way, that'll be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? And it would cause you unbearable despair, right? And I'm prepared to agree to your terms. So help
I'm
out.
enjoying
Or
this.
my despair claim victory.
Jazz
Have
bear.
one
Jazz
final
bear.
ghouly showdown.
I could barely contain myself. He agreed. Then we still have a shot at this.
A body has been discovered.
You'll never
This
see
is the
it
long-awaited
coming.
climax, right? Just guessing the killer is barely a fitting.
You guys!
But for this final face-off, you'll have to unearth all the mysteries that have been buried here.
Desmond, the moon bear. How did I get here? The end.
The end.
Oh, the mysteries.
That's right, every last mystery that's pawing around the school, if you can do that. Then that will be enough to qualify you as a victory for
A
you.
koala is not a bear.
Koalas aren't bears, they're marsupials.
Damn it, Dupio.
We can try
No,
to
it's
do
because they
all-
don't have the right qualifications.
I read the thing.
Oh.
Okay, well good. Then let's bear it all.
But not that.
If you can claw your way to the truth of Bukuro's death and solve the mysteries of this school,
I won't murder you.
then you win. But if you can't do all of that, you'll face execution, correct? I can barely contain my excitement. You learn the whole truth. What kind of despair will you show me? You're as excited as you are, I'm sure.
listen to me.
When we've uncovered every last truth, how will the ultimate despair reveal their own despair?
I honestly can't believe how this has turned out.
Before we get started, I want to clarify one more thing. You remember the rule? When one student kills another, that's when a class trial is held.
What's wrong?
I remember that for sure, so what?
Hey,
I just want to confirm that is what you said, right? And it's a true statement? You don't have to be suspicious. I've said it before, but it bears repeating. Everything is based on the school regulations. And having a trial for Murkuro is no exception to that.
Huh? Luca's trial is no exception. That it's part of the regulations? For some reason, I don't believe that.
It's a very polarizing approach. I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but This killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students.
There's actually 17.
And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
Mm-hmm.
Except there's a 17th.
What?
Listen,
Are you telling the truth?
Yes. Why do you go quiet all of a sudden?
Because he's not.
Now I'm really angry.
I'm done.
Because
talking.
he's
I got
not.
Pleads the fifth.
say-
'Cause he's not. There is a 17th student.
So, get lost, would you?
Why so mad?
He seems emotionally unstable.
He's bipolar.
He's
Leave me alone. Get out of here.
He's bipolar bear.
I cannot wait for the last reaction. Like O'Reilly.
Same. You're really gonna let me go?
I don't even care anymore.
Thanks,
You're all going to get
Monokuma.
your
Love
punishment later
you.
anyway.
Love you,
Thanks, honey, love
Monokuma. Thanks,
I need
honey.
to start getting ready. A super duper extra special punishment overflowing with despair.
He just shoots us.
hey,
Come on, Makoto, let's go.
Let's go, Makoto. Time for a 2-hour-long
These are very
investigation.
upbeat for what
Are you
this tense
serious?
scene is.
Are you for real?
I am.
Are you for serious?
Yes.
Are we gonna talk at all, or is it just
Oh, yes, we are going to talk a lot.
no me and Riley?
Oh, no, it's just gonna be me and Christopher. Monokuma's
you guys.
unstable laughter seemed to cling to us as we walked away. Just like that, we were out of the gym. Almost entirely. It's just gonna be me and Christopher. I can hardly believe it, but somehow I ended up not getting executed. I still had my life, and we still had a chance. Overall, things took way better than expected. Once again, I was in Kyoko's debt. Hey, can I...
Thanks, Kyoko.
Thank you, Kyoko.
however,
Thank you.
Don't thank me just yet. The real battle is still ahead of
Thank
us.
you.
Yeah.
I'm still glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy
They're in
would accept my
love.
proposal.
But honestly, why would the mastermind agree to that? I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from a final showdown, do they?
They had no choice but to accept.
Huh?
True, she really backed him into a corner. It's all because of that one moment. The mastermind let their guard down, like I said.
So why was it the mastermind let their guard down?
I wasn't there to hear it myself, but do you remember what the mastermind said? They said they had hijacked the airwaves to broadcast our school life to the outside world, right?
Yeah, they definitely said that.
listen,
And why do you think, when you heard that, pretty hard to believe, right?
Well, I mean, the idea of actually taking
Well,
over the airwaves seems so unbelievable.
indeed.
You don't exactly read about something like that happening very often, so it's hard to imagine. In other words, that kind of thing is extremely difficult to pull off.
However,
And yet somehow the mastermind was able to do it.
in other words,
Think of another way. There must be some reason they had to do something that difficult.
A reason?
Yeah, yeah.
so
I see what you're cooking.
They need to
Doesn't
show the
seem-
world something, no matter the cost. Us killing each other.
They wanted to show the world?
it seems
The mastermind has been very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other.
Cooper's open risk of rain.
That's
Dude,
crazy.
I'm not gonna be talking for like I've looked at
And
it
all their
for
rules and
so
regulations
fucking
were
long.
designed to encourage that.
Just didn't have to
Yeah,
say
that
it.
makes sense. If those
Could've been
stupid
a lot
regulations
worse.
didn't exist, nobody would have killed anybody.
in other words,
So the mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other and show that off to the world.
But why?
correct.
Prove a point, most likely.
Prove a point?
Hey,
The outside world has a name for the students of Hope's Peak, right? A certain concept.
The amount of times Makoto has had a 1 to 3 word question in this conversation has probably reached like 8 at this point.
That's
You're
absurd.
talking about hope, right?
That's right.
That's
For
right.
those of us who represent hope, to kill each other and sink into despair. The mastermind wants the world to see that, to try and prove that despair is better than hope. That's their goal, as the ultimate despair.
What? They want to prove that despair is better than hope? But that's ridiculous!
You're right, it is ridiculous, completely irrational. It's the kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves the ultimate despair would devise. That group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. The government.
But is that really the only reason for making the rest of us suffer?
Yeah.
I know how angry it must make you, and yet... that same motivation is what led the mastermind to revealing their weakness.
What?
In other words,
Because their goal is to broadcast this killing game to the world. The mastermind has to be more particular than is reasonable about their own regulations. If the mastermind simply ignored their rules, this wouldn't have been a game, but a one-sided slaughter. At least that's how those who are watching this would have seen it.
And that's why the mastermind couldn't kill any of us themselves?
indeed.
That is precisely the reason. No matter how much they hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single one of their regulations.
Oh.
Junko broke the rules, so she was punished, but in my case, they couldn't really lay a finger on me.
Junko.
So instead, they tried to use the class trial, following all their proper rules, to get me killed. They began a trial that didn't have a right answer, then made me out to be the killer.
But even that didn't
But
work.
even that didn't work. It's thanks to you. Due to that failure, the mastermind took yet another risk. They attempted to kill you instead, who also was not the killer.
When that fact was exposed on live TV to the entire outside world, the mastermind had to accept your suggestion?
Prove to the world that despair is better than hope. They have to defeat us in
In other
perfect form.
words,
Not only do the mastermind harm to have it shown that they violated their own regulations.
But all that was just a hunch, right? And you were still able to get the mastermind to accept your challenge?
Well, it's only thanks to you that we got that chance, because you believed in me. Another path opened up.
Still, I can't believe how much of the mastermind's thoughts and plans you were able to figure out. I didn't have the slightest clue.
In the end, though, I couldn't prove any of it. It was just my reasoning. Essentially, I was making a bet. But it looks like I got it right. This time, at least, I won the bet.
She let out a quick sigh. I took it as a small sign of relief.
To be honest, I haven't been that nervous in a long time.
I totally couldn't tell you were nervous at all. You seemed totally confident from the moment we decided to go talk to him.
Well, presenting a strong demeanor is fundamental and part of negotiation and persuasion, wouldn't you say?
I guess.
Plus, if I showed my uneasiness, that would have just made you that much more uneasy. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
you're probably right about that. How pathetic.
He finally realizes.
Anyway, we can't just relax yet. All we've done is earn another chance to fight. We have to win this time. Everything we've gone through will be for nothing.
You're right. If we can't defeat the mastermind, it'll cost us our lives. There's no option except to win.
Well, before we go to the final battle, we have to tell the others what's going on. Oh my God.
Jeez, just trauma dump for a bit and then let's
dude.
move on Persona style. Jesus Christ. True, but it's not, we don't know who our real enemy is.
Oh my God, he was the real enemy from the beginning, you moron.
All we have to do now is work together with everyone to destroy the mastermind.
Work together with everyone. Is that really possible?
Huh?
Anyway,
Anyway, right now we have to go and find the others. Probably in their dorms somewhere. Shall we go?
Finally! Yes! Control!
Finally, we get to move around again.
I gotta do my stretches.
Yeah, take a lap, honestly.
Take a lap.
Yeah, alright.
Take a few
Blood's
laps.
flowing
The blood's flowing now.
now. After all that trauma dumping.
Just trauma dump for like 3 text boxes and then let's move on with our lives. Jesus Christ.
Serious.
Persona style.
No one's got time for all that. Where is everyone? Are they just in their dorms?
It's something we were greeted with.
God damn it, Monokuma.
Damn.
Oh,
You
Damn.
again. Is he broken?
I suppose his emotional instability reached its limit.
Carrot 3!
Oh.
Carrot 3!
Carrot 3!
Jeez, what the fuck?
Brother speaks how Elon Musk names his kids.
Real. Real.
I wonder what that was
Stands
all
for
about.
Ash.
I couldn't help but let out a sigh of relief. I think that's Hina?
Probably.
Is that Makoto?
You guys!
It is! There's no two ways about it. That's Makoto!
It's a ghost!
You survived?
Jeez, you're like a stubborn little cockroach, you know that? I'm just asking.
Yakuya is so happy to see you, unironically.
They all are
He's
secretly.
so happy. They're all so happy to see Makoto, and that's
Everyone
heartwarming.
was here. Do 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 do.
That's
All my
what-
friends who had struggled
It'd be
together
funny-
and
it'd be
survived.
Funny if Makoto just unironically just like went up to Byakuya and just hugged him tightly.
As soon as I saw their faces, I
Just
couldn't
to
help
make it as
myself.
uncomfortable as
I started to
possible.
cry like a little baby boy, a little baby bitch boy.
like a little baby boy.
Haha, little baby
A
boy.
little baby boy.
Oh my god, we're still going? Dude,
Cooper?
Sorry, I'm right there. Wait.
Cooper,
What's
you have
that
things to
smell?
say.
What the heck?
Yeah, man, that seriously stinks. It's Makoto. He smells like a wet dog.
Get away!
Dog.
Shoo!
What's
Shoo!
up, dog?
In a flash, my tears dried up. So
That's
true.
why I said go take a shower.
I'm
That's
gonna
why I
go
said
shower
go take a
now.
shower. Go take a shower.
There's no time to indulge in an extended happy reunion.
Yes, there is.
I need to explain to everyone what happened with Monokuma.
Yes.
Explain. Explain what?
Your mother! But is it okay that you're here? What if the mastermind catches you?
It's true.
That's related to what I have to tell you all. Oh my god. Bro,
I need to tell you all about the last class trial.
Last class trial where we all killed you because we're selfish?
we're going to redo Mukuro's trial.
What? Seriously?
How about that?
What's the point of redoing it? Makoto killed her, right?
No, I didn't do it, like I keep telling you.
Makoto isn't the killer, and of course it's not me or any of you.
Then who is it?
I see.
That's what she's saying. It's all the work of the mastermind.
What? You're saying the mastermind killed Mukuro?
That's right.
That's right, it was all an elaborate trap contrived by the mastermind.
Contrived.
Makoto spotted the trap in time and did what he had to stop it.
You're giving him way too much credit.
However,
But his decision meant that he would be the one to die.
What did you say?
You spotted the trap, did you, Makoto?
Absolutely not. You
Frozen
just made it sound
molded
like it
on
was
the
easy.
inside.
I just, you know,
however,
I made a gamble. I knew nothing.
But executing Makoto, who wasn't the Blackened, is a clear violation of the school regulations. Rules state that only the Blackened is to be executed. The Mastermind broke their own rules. Which is why I went and negotiated with them to have the trial one more time.
And the mastermind agreed? Does that mean they really did break the rules?
They had no choice but to agree. You used the TV broadcast to gain leverage you needed, didn't you?
Correct.
Very observant of you.
Naturally.
Naturally.
I recall what you said at the end of the last trial. When you said now it's the mastermind that's ensnared, that's to what you were referring to.
Don't be mean.
Hey, I'm totally in the dark here.
No, you're not. You're just stupid.
You're just dumb.
For anyone who doesn't understand, you can ask Kyoko
Makoto.
to explain it later. Yeah, we're gonna ask Makoto.
So, knowing all this, what should we do now?
About that.
It's about who killed Mukuro, right? So our job is to expose the mastermind?
But there's more to it than that, correct?
Yeah. For us to win this time, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school.
Every last mystery? But we've been looking around all this time and we still don't know anything, right?
You've probably guessed it already, but if we lose this time, everyone dies. I knew it. I was like, Hero's gonna freak out.
Even my...
I knew it. I knew it. I was like, Hero's gonna freak out.
Hey! Who said you can agree to those terms? What about talking to the rest of us? I'm fine with things the way they are. I'm fine with living here forever with my master.
I, meanwhile, want to get out of here as soon as humanly possible.
Anyway, at this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth.
Interesting.
In other words, one decisive final battle. A rather interesting development, I'd say.
But
Figuring out who the mastermind is, and how they killed Mukuro, and all the school's mysteries. It's a pretty tall friggin' order.
Maybe, but this time the
Yeah, but
trial
that's
is
the fun
different.
part.
We know who our enemy is now. If we work together and search as hard as we can, I know we'll be able to solve these mysteries.
With the power of friendship and
power
this
of
gun I
friendship.
found. I'm not so sure about that.
Huh?
And this that I found.
I can't agree with the idea of working together with everyone. But
What?
You can't agree? Why not? I mean, working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve all the mysteries.
indeed.
that's what I thought too at first. Until Monokuma gave us that little hint of his.
Hint.
I see.
Monokuma said that, did he? Then Kyoko's opinion is perfectly reasonable.
To elaborate, Sherlock?
Huh? But why?
Because
So
it's a
in
student.
other words,
The mastermind really is the one. If the mastermind is really the one who killed Mukuro, as Kyoko says,
Oh, it's one of us.
then the mastermind would have had to set foot in the school, right? Monokuma could probably murder Mukuro, but there's no way he could disguise the scene like that.
in other words,
No
According to
fucking way.
Monokuma,
Wait a
the only
second.
people who have
Wait
set
a
foot in
fucking
the
second.
It's one of the students. That's so funny.
You guys are just realizing this now, or the 16 students who've been...
No. That's not what I'm just realizing.
The mastermind is...
Oh no, I'm not. I didn't just realize that.
Okay, real quick,
I've
Riley,
had
what
that
do
theory
you
this
say?
whole time. I've just never voiced it.
Really?
I think
Riley?
I don't. This isn't a genuine. This isn't like a genuine. I think this, but it would be really funny if Hina is the mastermind. It would be really funny.
There were 15 of there were 15 of us in the main hall at the very beginning. I had Mukuro, you get 16.
But there's actually a 17.
So the mastermind would have had to be one of them.
That's right.
There's actually a 17th student.
And of those 16 people we started out with, the only ones still alive are the people standing here right now. Need I continue, or do you get it now?
Yeah, can you repeat it again?
No
You're
way.
saying the mastermind is one of us? You can't be serious.
Well, wait, we can't say for serious if
Wanna
that's
get
true or
ahead?
yet. Monokuma might have just said all that to confuse us.
It certainly is a possibility, but only one among many. The mastermind being one of us is also a possibility. It'd be really funny if
That's
Junko
one
just
possibility.
faked her death at the beginning, and it turns out to be her.
And that is one possibility we can't ignore.
Yeah, I mean, they're ultimate, right? The ultimate despair. So they must be a high schooler.
They must.
You can't
they
say it's
must
not
be.
possible. But if one of us was the mastermind, they'd have to be control Monokuma somehow. Did you ever see anyone acting suspicious anytime Monokuma was active?
Well,
Maybe they just snuck off and controlled him in secret.
but
Or maybe they faked their own
I
death.
don't
at the
care
very beginning
how
of the
sneaky
game.
you are. We would have noticed someone sneaking off that many times.
I'm right, right?
Then maybe Monokuma was on autopilot. Maybe they loaded up all the dialogue and actions beforehand.
In that case, there's no way he could have had all those back and forth conversations with us.
One sec, I didn't have it. I was on fucking another Discord screen. Well, it wouldn't be the entirely impossible if they directed the flow of this conversation.
Well, maybe, but still.
Ding dong bing bong.
Trial time! Just kidding.
Uh.
This is a school announcement. You've all probably figured this out by now, but at this point, the killing game has now entered true ending mode. So, in the name
Lol.
of fairness, I will unlock every room in the school.
Wait a minute.
Wherever you want. Solve the mystery in whatever way you see fit. Then we can all meet up at the class trial. Oh,
I have a question. How is there sequels to this game if he's... You know what? I'm not going to ask that question because I don't want the answer.
I wouldn't have given you the answer
So very
anyway.
magnanimous. I know you wouldn't have given me the answer, and I was like, this is a question that I'm not going to get an answer to. I just have to wait the 4 hours and days. How very magnanimous of him to unlock all the rooms.
That's fine.
The time for talk is done. We need to begin our investigation.
But
I was planning on working alone from the beginning anyway.
When
course you
aren't
were.
you?
Family.
When I'm working with...
Suck a dick.
At this point, I can only rely on myself. The Togami blood flowing through my veins. I have no time to worry about the rest of you. Each of you must hold your responsibility.
Goodbye.
Thanks.
after making his final statement, Byakuya left the dining hall. Yeah, master! He didn't take me with him!
Do you blame him?
Without master, the rest of you are like coffee with cream without the cream or coffee. You're totally useless. So bye.
I'm just a fucking mug.
Yeah, so I'm just a cup. Like,
With that,
what are you?
Toko drudged out of the dining hall.
And now she's gone. And you're gonna go off by yourself, right, Kyoko?
Indeed.
Well, I totally thought that she was gonna take Makoto with her. I totally thought she
You're
was
like,
gonna
nope,
be like,
I'm taking
oh
my
no,
boyfriend.
actually, I'm gonna
Nope,
go.
I'm taking my
I
boyfriend.
was like, I'm taking Makoto. We're making out in the bathroom.
You never actually read the line.
That's right. I forgot.
I forgot, which just leaves Makoto, Hina, and me.
You know?
In that case, I'm gonna go by myself too.
Fuck you, do.
Solve nothing.
Wait, how come?
How about
He's going to bed.
Just wait and see. I'm gonna use my totally awesome spirit power to
Sleep.
figure out the mastermind's identity.
It's called sleep.
Hero used rest.
Laughing loudly, Hero left the dining hall.
Everyone's really gonna go off by themselves?
What about you, Hina?
Well, you smell, so... I guess I'll do the same thing. I mean, it's not that I don't trust everyone, you know? But up till now, I haven't really been all that useful.
Oh.
I just depended on Sakura and everyone else.
You're not useless. If you hadn't been there, I would have died.
Makoto! It's not like I totally voted you out. That's really nice of you to say, I mean. But still, I know I've mostly been useless, been totally, oh my god, I can't speak. So I figure at least there at the end, maybe I can find something that'll help us all get out of here. Thank you, Hina. So I'm gonna go off and do it all on my own. Okay, see you later.
Hina was surprisingly high spirits as he
Alright.
dashed into the
Yeah,
dining
if I
hall.
keep doing this-
And once again,
Bye.
it's just us two.
You want to make out? Indeed.
And that's the end of this stream.
You should have cut the stream off. Cut the stream off. You want to make out?
It was really funny.
The video, the video.
That's how I should end the video.
That's where the video ends. That's where the video ends. That's funny.